Hello guys, welcome back to Pentafinity. Today we're going to be starting off with the Android Studio tutorial. I'm going to be using Java for this and let's start off. Okay guys, to start off with it, let's click start a new Android Studio project. When you have installed Android Studio, you'll get this as your home screen. You just have to click start a new Android Studio project and click on empty activity. These all will have inbuilt features in them, and we don't need to do that now. And make sure to check phone and tablet because we are not doing a Wear OS TV or anything else. So I click on empty activity, hit next. I will name this my first application. So this is the name of your application or the project. You can change it later if you would like to. Then you can choose between two languages, that is Kotlin and Java. I'm going to be continuing with this tutorial with Java, so I'll click on Java. And this is the API level for it, so I would be choosing 17 because this will run on 99.2% of the devices. Like, this API is mostly for device, like there are different APIs, and as Android gets updating, they use different APIs and goes higher. We have it till API 30, but most of the phones have API 17, and so you can see it here as 99.2% of the devices. So I would choose that, or that would be the default for you guys. You don't need to click on this use legacy Android support libraries. You don't need to do anything here, and you can set the location to anywhere you want and hit finish. So Android Studio should be creating a new project for you. See, you can see that it's loading your project now. It's taking some time to load the project. So yeah, our project's ready. So we'll take, as you can see, there are two processes running. This is the default skeleton, this is the default template for our Android project. So we will be using two languages to make our Android application. That would be Java and that would be XML. XML, we'll be using XML for making the user interface, like the buttons, the text, and all of that will be made in XML, and the logic for our application will be done in Java. So it's taking time to load. You can see that the Gradle Build two processes are running. Yeah, you can see that change is happening here. Mainactivity.java will be a Java file. Activity_main will be our XML file. So in the Java file, we have all the code we write should be in this void, that the protected void that is on create bundles instances. So here you don't need to worry about this now, but yeah, so all the code goes in here. And so this is the Java file, main activity, and activity main XML is our XML file. You can use the layout editor visually and create it by dragging and dropping, but I would be using code instead. So you guys may feel that it would be tough using code, but no guys, it's really easy if you are good with it. You just have to practice it for some days and learn it, and using code, you would feel that using code is better. So now to start off with, you can see that if your computer has great RAM, you can even click on this. That would be layout validation. That would be showing you how your user interface looks like. So this is the screen of your application. So for now, it's a hello world. It's just a basic template. You may feel it's boring, but while coming up, there are more interesting concepts in this. And so hello world. You can even run this application on your phone by connecting a USB to it, or you have virtual devices like the Pixel 2 API 25, which I have already installed. To create a new virtual devices, you can see my other tutorial, which says that you can even change the location and save your space in your C drive and make your computer work faster. But yeah, you'll find all the content you need to create a new virtual device in that video, and the link is given in the description. So to start off with it, I will be using the virtual device so I can show you all, and I'll be starting that virtual device. I'll click on the AVD manager and I'll just start it. So that would be starting the AVD as you see here. It'll take a while. So all the code you write here will be in the AVD. So okay, GPU is saying. Okay, I just have to minimize this a little bit. Okay, so the Android virtual device is starting up just as your Android phone. So guys, you can just see this as your phone, but only the difference is that it's on your computer. This would be very helpful to work with Android for testing your applications if you cannot use your own phone, and it would also be easier because you have it in your computer. You don't need to plug it in again and again with your USB. So this will take up a little bit time. I'll just minimize it for now, and by that time I will be explaining to you how this actually works. So Mainactivity.java is all the logic you write for it, like what happens when you click a button, and like what happens if you give this text, how do you add, and all the logic goes in this word here. And here and this XML is used for making the user interface. Like uh, like if I want to add a text view, add a text view here. This is a text view, and uh, like like all those user interface you need. You can add buttons, image buttons, and all of that. So that's how it actually works. So I think my Android is starting. Okay, so let's show some errors here. Android is starting. So now I can show you some examples of how you add other text views. It's really simple. So you just have to use the symbol and do text view. So text view is nothing but a text in your Android Studio. So this here is a text view, and yeah, that's how it actually works. So our emulator is ready, and we will be running our first program in no time. Okay guys, our emulator is ready, and we are going to be installing our first the Hello World project into this emulator. So now if I run my program, the Gradle Build is running. So Gradle Build is nothing but creating converting our code to APK. So when you do that, that is the only format where that's the only format for the Android applications. So now our code has been converted to APK, and this is a Hello World application. So this application, as you can see, we have Hello World here, and we are successful in building our Hello World application. So now I'm going to be even teaching you how to add some other UI elements. So this Hello World here is another UI element. So Hello World here is a text view or nothing but text, and that's a UI element like the buttons, the edit text, or the edit text is like the search bar in Google, and uh, you have other elements like the image button and all of them. So now I'm going to be teaching you how we work with the XML to add the elements. So I'll be minimizing that, going back to my XML. And this is the constraint layout. So there are many types of different layouts like relative, constraint, and linear, and many others. So constraint layout is like connecting springs to all the sides. That's how I think of it. So like this layout is best when we are working with the the layout editor visually, but I would prefer the relative layout because that would be better for relatively. So I'm going to be showing you how do you add text views and buttons and other UI elements. So this will take some time to refresh. Yeah, it's gone now. So you guys shouldn't you know play with this code here. This is the default code that you may need. You may have to make changes in the future, but for now you don't need to do anything about that, and you don't even need to worry about that. And to start off, let's create a text view. So to do that, you have to use the less than symbol, and you have many options here like the text view, edit text, and the other layout. So I'll be creating a text view. So text view should be coming up now. Yeah, so in a text view you will have to give the width and height. So this would be match parent and wrap content. So match parent is the parent here is the relative layout, and wrap content would be the size of its own. So I would be doing wrap content here and wrap content here as well. Wrap content, and you would have to close it off like this. So that would be done. So our text view is created, but we haven't still added text to it. So we cannot see it, but it's here somewhere, but we just cannot see it. So I need to enter and type text. So this will give us an option to add text to it, like I could add hello world again. Hello world. So in no time you should see that. Yeah, so our hello world is being placed over here. So this is how you add UI elements to your Android Studio project. You can try out some other UI elements like this. I would be adding a button now. Do that, wrap content, close it off. You can add text to it, and I would be adding it as button. You will see that there's a button there, and you can even change the position, like you can click with, you can do all of those, you can try all of those. But for the first tutorial we're done today, we'll be coming up with the part 2. So this is Pentafinity signing off, and please make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you for we got 50 subscribers recently. Thank you for all the support. Thank you. Pentafinity signing off.